These colors look so good. Wow, look at this thing. This might be the coolest project I've ever done. Have you ever tried to create vibrant colors using stain only to end up with a mess? I'm going to share with you the products and techniques I use to create these vibrant colors so you can create some stunning pieces of your own. Adding color to your wood projects is nothing new, but to achieve these vibrant, deep colors, the product you choose will make a huge difference. Today, I'll show you how I mix and apply Kenda Dye, as well as showcase another product that offers an even larger range of colors. Kenda Dye is an environmentally safe stain powder that's made in the USA. This kit comes in 5 different colors: red, yellow, black, brown, and blue. Blending these colors will create more variations. It's recommended to use a 1/4 teaspoon of powdered dye to a 6 to 8 ounces of either warm tap water or 70% alcohol. Rubbing alcohol will evaporate faster and reduce the raising of the wood grain. Adding more powder or liquid to the mixture will lessen the dye, but adding more powder may not darken the dye. To achieve a deeper color, more coats are recommended. After the dye is completely dissolved, check the color of the dye before applying. The color of the dye does not always represent the color it will be on the wood's surface. Mixing 2 dyes together will give you a wider range of colors, like greens and oranges. Kenda Dye is the preferred dye among many DIYers and professionals because of its quality. Unlike other products, these dyes are meant to be blended together. Because of this versatility, you can create some of the most stunning effects using endless techniques. Before applying the dye, you want to make sure that your surface is always prepped correctly. It's recommended to prep your surface with 150 grit sandpaper. A higher grit sandpaper will tighten the grain and won't allow for penetration of the dye. After prepping your surface, it's recommended to soak the top of your project with warm water to raise the wood grain and then re-sand after it's dried. This will ensure for the best penetration of the dye without raising the wood grain on the final product. To apply this product, I like to cut up a shop towel into about 2-inch sections. When applying this product, it's important to remember the layering effect. No matter what design you're going for, you always want to start with the darkest color first. For this project, I'm going to start with the heavy black around the edges and slowly work my way to the middle. To blend this dye, I'll slowly dilute it with just pure alcohol and work my way towards the center. During this process, it's important to remember to work quick and keep your surface wet. Using pure alcohol will help you dilute things and make sure you don't have any straight lines or unnatural looking edges. You can see in our first coat, we were able to blend our black into a gray all the way into a natural wood. For our second coat, we want to coat the edges a little bit heavier with black and then blend towards the center again. Now that we have our deeper black around the edges, it's time to add our red. I have 3 separate reds ranging from a very diluted to a very heavy powder. I'm going to start with the most diluted red dye that I have. I'm going to place it in the gray area and work it out towards the blacks. It's important to remember not to smear any of the darker colors into the center. I'll then replace my rag and use a diluted pure alcohol to blend my hard line towards the center. For my second coat, I'm going to place a heavier red dye just between the red and the black and work my way out. This will add a deeper depth to the reds. If your project doesn't look like you think it should just yet, don't worry. The next layer will bring it to life. But before we can apply that layer, we need to let things dry. So I decided to try out these alcohol inks from Amazon. These inks come in several different styles and endless colors. These transparent inks resemble our previous dye, but offer a wider range of colors with a lot less effort. These next 2 alcohol inks aren't my first choice when staining wood, but I wanted to give them a try. These white-based, more opaque alcohol inks do offer a really cool contrast, but I'm not sure how they'll translate on a final product. Finally, I wanted to test these metallic-based alcohol inks that resemble metal tones. As I began to apply, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. These inks really do mimic a metal finish. Though this product's not made to dye wood, it does give a really cool metallic tone while still allowing you to see the grain of the wood. These alcohol inks are great, but I wouldn't recommend them for a wood project. If you're looking to do something small with a wide variety of colors, you might be able to get by, but if you're looking to do something on a larger scale with more intricate design, you're definitely going to want to stick with the previous dye. For the final step, it's time to apply the yellow. I'll apply this yellow with brand new rags and brand new gloves to the center of this board. It's important to remember not to contaminate your colors or bring any of the reds or blacks into the yellow area. We want to make sure that we work our yellow all the way out as it slowly begins to transition from orange to red and even a little bit of purple. One coat may be enough and you may want to add a little bit more, but at this point you can finally see the entire process come to life. Now that everything's dry, we added a polyurethane finish to seal in our colors. We added a water base to our samples so there was no yellowing, and added an oil base to our project to really bring it to life. Before you go, don't forget, YouTube's 100% free, and the best way to support me is to like and subscribe. We just passed our first 1,000 subscribers.